Hey YouTubers, this is Killing86, aka Raymond. I decided to do my Q&A right now, so it's better just to do it now. Well guys, welcome to my Q&A number 7 of the best and worst of 2016. Now guys, I've asked you to give me some questions you guys want me to give me, and let's see what you got. Alright, the first question is from Luna. What was your best and worst memory in 2016? That's a hard one. I've had a lot of good memories. The best memory the best memory for me in 2016 was on Christmas Day when I got my nephew it was this tall Mickey Mouse doll. Well, here's the thing why I say that, guys, is because my parents bought a plush Pikachu doll. He's starting to like Pokemon. He loved it so much, it's like, man, what am I going to do? I mean, he's not going to like my gift. My brother said, just get the gift and let's see what happens. I said, okay. So as I went, my sister-in-law was going to the house, and when she came out, I said, no, let me go first, because I want to see the gift, see how he reacts to his gift, okay? And when I gave it to him, he was like, oh my God, Mickey. That's how he was. He was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He was jumping for joy. He was holding it. It's like, that was the best feeling right there. That was the best. Oh. What was the worst moment of 2016? Oh, that's a hard one. I would say the worst moment in my life in 2016 was knowing that I had a family emergency last night and my family was all in my mind. And I spent the night at my aunt's house. I couldn't sleep. So I just kept thinking about it. But the good thing is, guys, that was the worst moment, but in the end, found out everything was fine. So, Luna, thanks for that question. Now, Sharpness86,000 asked, did you have any goals for 2016, and did you complete them? And how did you complete them? Well, for me, there was only one goal, was to get a better position in my job, and I did. I went from the fuel station to a produce clerk. I mean, a little bit more money. I work inside now, so when it's summertime, I don't have to worry about working outside in that sun anymore, and I did good because I showed the produce manager that I was a hard worker. I was able to do the job, get the job done, and show him that I am 100% real. And he saw that, and he got me the position. And what was funny about that was, I tried to get a job from another Safeway close to where I live, and he was the produce manager. He said, no, I don't have any positions open. But then when I saw there was a position open here, I said, all right, I'll take it. And then I found out I got a new produce manager, and it was the same guy that was at that other Safeways that I was trying to get a job at. He's like, wow, you work here now? Yeah. I see there's a produce job opening, and I want to take it. He says, this time I'm going to get you that job. And guess what? I got the job. I've been working there since in the middle of April, and I love it. So thanks, Sharpness. Thanks for that. Now, Wolf10 Jacobs asked, who was or still is your best friend when you were younger? Oof. Wow, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. Well, I made a lot of friends back in elementary school and also in middle school all the way up to my high school years. I've had about 5 best friends that I've known since 6th grade. Well, they used to bully me. Believe it or not, they have bullied me before. But they said the only reason I did it because they said that I was a loner. I was, because I was in a new school. I didn't know anybody. I knew some of my classmates that went from my elementary school to the middle school I was going to. I made good friends since 6th grade all the way up to my senior year, and it was the best feeling that these guys actually got my back and everything. And the funny thing was, on my yearbook of my sophomore year, they were doing studs. They were doing 5 of my friends And they said, wait a minute, get Raymond over here. Raymond, come here. Get in the picture. I was like, how am I going to get in the picture? So I had to just kneel down and just go like this. And we all took a picture. And that was the best feeling ever because these guys were really great friends of mine. I still talk to them till this day on Facebook. And after that, I haven't been on my Facebook in a long time. So I have Instagram. I'll be able to follow them on Instagram now, and also some of them were on Twitter, so I still chat with them, and we just reminisce on the good old days. So thanks, Wolf10 Jacobs. Thank you for that. So now, Next Generation Tube asks, where do you live, and who inspired you to do YouTube? Really? Where do I live? I live in California, and who inspired you to do YouTube? Oh. That's crazy. I started doing YouTube back in 2013. There was this one guy. He used to upload more videos. I actually forgot what his name was. He inspired me to do YouTube by posting by Mario videos and give my opinions on it afterwards. He didn't do that, so I decided to do that because I wanted to give out my opinions and wondered if people actually share my opinions and wonder if they agreed with them. And I almost had up to 10,000 subscribers. And then back in 2014, YouTube actually passed a copyright law. And I lost all my subscribers. So, believe it or not, guys, I lost it all. So, I decided to do a new YouTube channel, which was KeyLink86. That guy, I actually forgot, oh man, I haven't seen that name in a long time. That was 3 years ago. Oh, I forgot what his name was. But that guy actually inspired me to do this. So, thanks, Next Gen 2. Thank you very much. So, Nala Ahmed asks, what is your favorite movie and why of 2016? There was one there's one movie that I thought was the best in 2016 was Captain America: Civil War. I mean, come on, guys. If you're a comic book geek like I am, that shows that you're seeing your favorite superheroes. They're fighting each other because of taking different sides. I find that very amazing. I've also read the comics about the Civil War thing, and that part where you see Captain America and Iron Man fight, and when he was zapping him, and then when he was trying to shoot him, and the guy Captain America had the shield, they were blasting, like doing like that. That was iconic because in the comics they actually did that in the old comics. It was cool how the Russo brothers were able to put that in there. But we got to see the Black Panther. We got to see a new improved Spider-Man. And also for a brief moment, we were able to see the villain Crossbones. I was hoping to see more of it, but I actually found out on besides that plot in the thing, if Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to be in the Captain America Civil War film, they were going to have a plot where Baron Zemo, the guy that was in the movie, that the doctor was trying to release the super soldiers, was going to release a plague where all people were going to be like zombies, Hydra zombies, and they would start a war. But the Russo brothers went to Robert Downey Jr. and asked, "Are you planning on doing a Iron Man film?" He said, "I don't think I'm planning on doing an Iron Man film." And they said, "How about this? How about you star in our movie, Captain America Civil War? Because we're in the part where Iron Man leads a team against Captain America's team. And that's where they fight each other." And he was hesitant at first, but he said, "Okay, I'll take it." And I think that was the best move he's ever made right there. So, now my favorite movie and why was Captain America Civil War, and I already explained why I liked it. Alright. Joe V 1998 asked, what was the best video game you played and what was the worst video game you played? Wow. The best video game that I've played. To be honest, I have two games that were the best. One was Doom. which was a classic shooter game back when it was a computer game, and then it went to on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Doom, when they remade it into another like adventure shooter game, that was one of the best games I've ever played. Right there, it was the best. And what was the my second one was Uncharted 4. It was cool to see Nathan Drake back doing his adventure stuff, collecting treasures, and then go on this big adventure, going on boats, on trains. I would say trains because that was on part 2. Part 3, actually, no, it was actually part 3, I believe, that he was hanging on the train, or it might be vice versa. But you guys know what I mean. It makes you feel like you're actually experiencing all the dangers that Nathan Drake is going through in the Uncharted films. And I'm sure you guys actually saw me try to get that trophy where I had to fight the villain at the very end of the game. I had to not get hit by the sword and make sure I planned every single counter on that villain, and I was able to. And that was the best. Now, what was the worst game I've ever played? Tell you the truth, I played a lot of games. I've never seen any games that were the worst for me. I would say that the worst game I've ever played was actually UFC 2. UFC games. I played that. I kept losing. I'm sure you guys saw me win a lot, but it's kind of hard to get into the fighting games where you just like fighting each other, things like that. But I played Mortal Kombat. I played Street Fighter, and I found out that next year they're actually going to bring back Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is one of my favorite arcade games. I can't wait to get that game. So, the worst game I ever played was the UFC games. Those were the ones that I did not like very much. So, Joe V 1998, thank you for giving me that question. So, what's the next one? Jake Carter asked, what was your worst and best day of 2016 for you? And I know I mixed up the words, but you guys know what I'm saying. What was the best and worst day for you? Well, I've talked about the worst day before, where I had a family emergency, but everything's fine now. The best day of my life, the best day was getting a better position at my job. I'm working inside the store. The good thing is I get to know my coworkers, I get to know more of the customers, instead of people that just come in and go out and get gas and everything. The worst day of 2016, Oh, here's the thing, guys, I don't think you guys know. Back in February, it was on February 5th, when I went to the gas station, there was a bomb threat where I was, and I was working by myself. These two guys I've known, I always see getting gas, and they always walk in to buy snacks and stuff. They said, hey, we got a pipe bomb here. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Some guy gave us a pipe bomb, and we called the cops, and we're going to get him out. I looked at them like, what, really? I had to lock up the place because I was on my own. So, I had to get the food out of my car. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. It's from last night. I didn't get to sleep much because the couch was uncomfortable. They said, where is it? It's right there. I was this close to opening it. It's like, nah. I don't know, what am I thinking? I thought there was nothing in there. So I went to inside my store and had lunch in there with my coworkers. A half hour later, one of my managers walked up to me and said, hey, are you the only one there? I said, yeah, why? I said, there's a bomb threat. They found out there's a real pipe bomb out there. And I was like, really? I was this far away, I was this close to it, and I find out that it's real. It's like, man, I would have blown up. Shit. That was the same week where I had my nephew's birthday and I had my birthday. I just turned 30, and then that stuff happens. It was like, man, the worst luck to me always happens when I'm by myself, and it's just, it's crazy. So those were the best and worst days on that time. But hey, thanks, Jake Carter, for that. Now, Flippy the Dolphin asks, what is your goal in life? My goal in life is to be famous on YouTube. I can try to be. Actually do well at work. Hopefully to get a girl, hoping to find somebody to share it with next year. As you guys know, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. When the new year starts, I'm planning to exercise more, lose weight, and I'm going to try to find a girl. find someone to go out with. I'm gonna start to go out with girls now. I'm gonna try. I want to find somebody special because you kind of feel it when you get into that age and you feel like, oh man, it's gonna be too late. I'm in my 30s and I'm sure I can find somebody out there that will care for me and respect me and everything. So I'm hoping that I will find that special someone. So those are my goals, and I can't wait to do it, and it's going to be good. Alright, Derby Kona Y2 plays Minecraft and more asks, what would you do if an earthquake happened when you were watching McJuggernuggets? All I know is that if it's below 3.0, I think I'll be able to be fine, because, let you guys know, I experienced a small earthquake one time. Me and my family, this was like 9-10 years ago. Me and my family, we were watching AFI's top 100 greatest movie moments, and I was laying on the couch, laying on the floor. All of a sudden, I went like this. I just looked up. I looked behind me. I was saying, "Who did that?" My mom looked at me and said, "You felt that, didn't you?" Yes, that was an earthquake. And she said, I looked at her and said, "How do you know?" Just look at my lamp. And as I looked at the lamp was shaking, and there was nothing there to shake it. So I was able to experience this place, to stay calm and everything. What would you do if an earthquake happened when you're watching that? I would keep going. If it's not that bad, unless you guys could tell that I sat through an earthquake watching McJuggernuggets. That's a good thing. Thank you for that question. Now, the next question is from Tam Purple, #Purple Dream. Hi, Raymond. My question is like I did. Did you cry when some of the famous people passed away this year? The one person that I shed a tear for was Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia in Star Wars. I could not believe that this is a person that I grew up watching Star Wars on all the time. And I told my brothers this thing about this, guys. We're getting older. Now we're gonna get ready to lose actors and actresses that we grew up watching. I mean, we've seen Fred Astaire, we've seen Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, everybody else died. Those were my parents' times, and also some that were my grandmother's times. And it's just, we're getting to that point, guys. We're going to start losing people that we know. I mean, soon we're going to lose Clint Eastwood. We're going to lose Peter O'Toole. He's an old actor. I mean, you guys would believe me if I told you. And a lot of greats. But this year, we lost a lot. Prince was the one person that actually shocked me. It was like, this guy was doing a tour, and all of a sudden now he's dead. I found that out on Twitter. Couldn't believe it. Carrie Fisher was the biggest saddest moment right there, knowing that she was gone. Couldn't believe it. And the next day, her mom's gone. She felt like, I read that she had so much stress losing her daughter. She said, "I want to be with her." And sure enough, she died. That was the saddest part, knowing that how a mom misses her kids so much. She wanted to be with her and respect her wishes, That was a good way to do it. Sad, but a good way. Thanks, Tam Purple. Thank you for that question. Now it's time for the next question. This is from Amber Carissa. I have 2 questions, if you don't mind. Do you have friends or family that come visit your house often? My brothers always come over and come over to my place all the time. Friends, I had one friend. I'm sure you guys remember that girl that I went out with, and didn't work out very well. So that was done. My family always comes over all the time just to see the place and just walk out. What do you look forward to in 2017? Yeah, if you guys are wondering, yeah, the question overlaps a bit right here. So What am I looking forward to? Hoping to exercise more, lose weight, and hopefully find someone, a girl that I could spend the rest of my life with, and hopefully someone that I could talk to about anything. Can you please do a reaction to the American Werewolf Line Transformation? I would love to. Mahalo Zap, but I can't. Brandon says, hey King, hey man. Here is the last and final question. Hey Ray, aside from the Psycho series, what is your favorite or least favorite Ninjago series of 2016? And if you want, explain why. Aside from the Psycho series, which one was your favorite and least favorite? My favorite series, besides the Psycho series, was the I would say the what's that word I'm looking for? I would call it a mini-series. My favorite one was where he actually went and seen Boogie. I thought that was the funniest thing ever, how Boogie was tormenting him, making him feel uncomfortable and everything. And then we found out later along the way that Michael Green was the one who planned it, because he was trying to bash his channel and saying that it was fake. I would call it, what would I call that series right there? I would call it the Uncover the Secret Lives of YouTubers. I think that's what I would call it. YouTuber Secret, I think I would call it YouTuber Secrets. Because as you guys remember, after when the Haunted series was done, he found out that some of his juggies, his members of the YouTube thing, you know that, he found out that some of the juggies were actually watching Angry Grandpa, saying it was funny and everything. And then when he looked at one of his videos, he found out that they're copying off of me. So they decided to take a road trip and go visit Michael Green and ask, hey, I'd like to know how you do all these videos. Do you have a script or doing something like that? He tried everything. He even went through his stuff. He went through his property, everything. But then that's where Boogie comes in the picture. I thought that was funny. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Knowing that he was able to torment him, like have him hide in the attic, and also being in that room where all of his memorabilia is all in that room. My least favorite, I think the one that was my least favorite was the documentary. I mean, seeing two guys arguing at each other over the documentary series, saying, I want to put out some of my video stuff. No, you can't because you're under contract, this and that. It was like, come on, this is like two kids fighting in the playground. I didn't like it much, but overall, at the end, it was pretty good how you see how they were saying, we're going to do this, I'm going to go in this, I'm going to be trashing your apartment. And Brian was like, oh my God, you're really going to do that? And they were saying, yeah, you're just going to kick me, yeah, doing all that. I think after all that, knowing the fact that they were arguing, and this guy and Jesse had to put up these fake YouTube accounts saying that somebody stole my hard drive and everything. That was crazy. All I know is that, hey, Jesse is a genius, trying to think of some stuff that are more entertaining for us, because he doesn't want to lose his audience. So I would think that, yeah, the best series I thought was the best from the Juggernaut, besides the Psycho series, was the YouTuber Secrets. I think that's the best way to call it. He went to see Michael Green, Angry Grandpa, and next we seen him going to see Francis, aka Boogie, which was the best. So after that, they went back and they find out that his videos were real, and seeing those two fight each other was like, ugh. Two grown men fighting over each other just because they're about YouTube channels. But you know what, guys? Those were the best series ever, and I was glad to see. I bet we're all glad to see some of the stuff that these guys bring to the table. Well, guys, thank you guys for giving me all these questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this. Less questions than I had before, but you know what? It was pretty good. Thank you guys very much. I'm glad none of you guys gave me some personal questions. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened within 2016, and I'm not gonna like family-wise and other things. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. All I have to do is just move on and accept the fact that maybe it's better just to forget things. That's how I see it. But these questions were great. 2017 is just a day away. I can't wait. I don't know what I'm planning to do. I am planning on going to a friend's barbecue, a New Year's Eve party, which is just down the street from where I work. I'm planning on either driving over there or just walk over there because I'm planning on drinking. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. There might be a family function here tonight. Tomorrow night, actually, so we'll see. Alright, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive.